Yeah.
And here we go. Back in the
Yeah, the
Maristar
previous
Casino
actually,
in
yeah, goes,
East Chicago, Indiana. You're good.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was gonna talk about how the whole table was laughing.
Yeah.
I guess Eddie and Greg is having a conversation how Greg folded pocket deuces against an all-in from In Park and Nick, and the flop comes King Deuce Deuce.
Yeah.
They flop the quads. It's hilarious. That happened to me yesterday. I had pocket deuces.
Yeah.
And I told the guy, like, you're so lucky that I would not be able to see the flop because I'm due for a set and I'm going to flop a deuce. Deuce came out.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I wasn't going to make money off of him anyway because he had jacks and there's a queen on the board. I haven't made sets in like 3 years. 3 years.
Well, Jeremy's looking good right here.
Jeremy, ace king? We don't know what Nick have, but it's going to be a re-raise. Here comes a re-raise. It is going to be unfortunate for Jeremy for someone to wake up with ace and kings. It's just a cooler.
And
This is like
Eddie's really contemplating here.
no, he's not. See?
Just
now if I got
Just
the graphic,
Hollywood.
yeah, you can tell already. You can tell by their body movements.
Yeah.
When I play poker, when I see someone like folding, I already know, like from their body, from like their body reaction. Blake, snap fold.
All the new players that just came with the cards,
He's only got 935.
so instead of
I mean, Jeremy is so active that he could be doing this with like any
Yes.
two random, like legit two random, like king jack suited.
Sure.
No, you know what? Not even that. Maybe with like king queen plus,
Really
you know.
close, Jeremy.
Huh?
Got like 1.1.
Nick is folding. I'm
Pretty
not
sure
always
he's
right,
blinding
but
it
I
by
could tell it.
blinding
Okay.
myself out.
He's folding. He already folded 5 seconds ago.
In his head, he's folded already.
He already no. I mean, like from my observation only, when people talk like that, they already made
I
up
am.
their decision.
I am.
There's no change of heart, you know. If he has a big hand, he would not say anything. That's just my observation.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
up?
Yeah, that's right.
I played this.
Oh,
I
straight.
played with this guy for like 6
It's a nice
hours.
little
6-7 hours I played with him last
Rogers
week.
and Nelson.
He just
How do
tortured
we
me.
get Rogers and Nelson? That's not allowed.
This guy tortured me.
Yeah,
Same
but
way.
like they're Rogers now.
You're so aggressive. I should go.
See, there you go. You see?
Yeah, yeah.
There you
He's,
go.
he's folding.
Yes.
I mean, you're doing that with 7s and 8s all day long to a short stack. You know what I'm saying?
He said, you know what I'm saying?
From what I've seen, that's pretty logical to me.
It's great interaction. Jeremy's handling it
It would
perfect.
be awesome if he showed ace queen and fold. That'd be
you
great.
want
But
to
he's
do.
already folding. I shoved on him one time, and he did the same thing to me. Tried to talk himself out of it when he already know he was gonna fold, and taking his time. See?
Amazing.
Thanks.
Good hand. I wish we get to see what he's folding though. You know?
I can't, man.
Wish you could. It would have spiced up things real nice.
Real nice, he says.
You just like trouble, don't you?
Well, that's
Guys,
a
this is
perfect
great.
read.
This
That's a
is-
perfect read.
This is great. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the viewers at home are enjoying this because this is just great.
It's a far walk to take the mic off and go walk and get a beer.
Trying to walk in.
Uh,
It's good. The dynamic has changed at the table because, well, there's a couple of short stacks. There's some big stacks now,
sure.
right?
Sure.
So now you're really.
Yep. And it's mix between short stack and big
Yeah,
stack, so it's
yeah.
great. It's a great combo. So how do you feel about being in this fridge? I mean, this is not a boot. This is a fridge.
This
right
is the
here. It's
refrigerator.
been freezing.
We are in the
Man.
freezer.
Do they have popsicles in here or something?
I think they said, well, let's
I
put
would've
Wexler in the
thrown
freezer.
so fast.
so,
Right.
so that's where he is. It's all right. It's
Edward's
fine.
an all-in.
It's fine.
Not, no
No, I just love doing
hesitation
this. I just
whatsoever.
love commenting on the play. I love
Yeah,
the game. I
yeah,
enjoy
it's
the
really
game.
cool. It's a ton of
Yeah,
fun, and
I
it's
mean-
I think I have-
and
if
it's
I had
actually
options, I'd definitely go all
it's
in.
more tiring than I thought it would be because you're doing it for a long period of time.
Correct.
Right?
I
You're
agree.
you're watching the
It's
screen
a
and
big
you're watching these
pie.
guys play, and it's great insight into them,
You know how
and
it
at the
is.
same time,
that's why I kind of
respect.
You're like the
yes,
most
that's why I kind of
aggressive.
like. Well, you know what? If I get to see them play, maybe I could use it to a future advantage.
Someday.
You know, some days, you know, but
only if they promise to keep playing the same way.
not with these good guys. These
Yeah, I
good
know.
guys could adjust just like that. They
Yeah,
could switch
no
up. It's
question.
tournament play, you know, but it's a learning experience, you know.
Well, obviously Mike's not folding here.
I mean, how deep is Mike? 605. Oh, he's definitely going all in.
Yeah.
I think it's an all in here. And if Edward doesn't have jacks or I don't know, you know what? Maybe he can fold here too. I don't know his history between him and Edward. I mean,
He's sort of made the move to move his chips a couple of times.
yeah, I mean the graphics is saying it's 3-bet, but it's actually
Yeah.
it is. It is a 3-bet because it's an open rep from under the gun. It is. It's correct. Yeah, 605 oh lord. No.
Oh, man.
I mean, and then what? If you don't flop anything, you're just going to check
What are you
fold?
gonna do? You're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
fold?
bad.
You're
Yeah,
gonna-
140.
Even if the ace comes, you're not.
I'm only calling it the way I see it. That it's such a bad move when you have ace queen, and then if the guy have jacks, and then you flop an ace or a queen, and you don't get action anyway.
Right.
You'd rather want the jacks to fold pre-flop and ace queen. Here we go. There you go. Now you get a flop like this. Now what are you gonna do? Check fold. I mean,
And Eddie's been playing so smart. What do you think Eddie has here?
All in number 2.
Play along at home.
king queen or no. You know what? He's so tight. He probably had aces.
Yeah.
Aces or ace king. I mean, that'd be cooler if he had ace king. That'd be cooler for in part. Well, Ian doesn't have any choice. With king 4 is 95k and
You must have ace king, right?
probably aces. I think Edward got aces or ace king. King queen, yeah. You see what happened? King queen.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, well, how much is the blinds right now? That's what I would like to know.
It's a good card for you.
Oh, see, look at this. They would have probably gotten it all in, and he would have won with ace queen. If Edward decided to call with king queen,
Yep.
he would have. Look at him. Now he's regretting the flat call.
That's right.
Yeah,
Should have just
yeah,
shoved.
These are the situation that
Oh, wow.
that I'm talking about. That's why you, if you're gonna play that hand, if you're
If
gonna
you're
go,
gonna play it at all, you.
might as well go for it.
shove
Yes,
it.
yes.
I agree.
I mean,
I couldn't have not shoved there.
with ace queen.
Yeah. Or
But I
fold.
didn't get cute.
He only
I
had-
could never call.
He has to go all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet you are glad.
You know what I mean? Fuck.
Look at him now. It's like, it's like, oh, look, he's shaking his head. Like, God, I should have just went all in. Can't find a better spot than that. I mean, it's. Gotta clear this.
Yeah, they'll get it clear. All right, so the action starts on Nick,
yeah,
right?
Well, yeah.
No, we're having
I would have probably folded,
graphics
actually.
issues.
I kind of told myself.
There you go, and I cleared that. So we got a new player next to Mike. Do we have any info on this guy? Action is on David Plotkin. Opens. Action is on Blake.
And
This
in
guy
it, in is out.
This guy is great, you know, like, he just. When I'm playing, what I love doing also is just watching how they would react to an open bet or here comes a re-raise. This is what kills poker, right here. People getting tortured by re-raises. some people can't handle the pressure, you know.
Yeah.
Create a big pot, and
It's
you know,
tough.
It is tough. You put him in
It
a
is
big
tough. All right.
fold.
Big lay down.
Ace queen.
Thing is, like what we were saying earlier in an earlier broadcast, there's no shame in folding.
Yeah.
There's times where you just, sometimes you fold the best hand. I mean, it happens.
And what I found out about, well,
Dinner angle.
Just
I run into like two different kind of players. Okay.
Little dinner
I run into a player where they go by the mat, and I run into one player that goes by feeling. So like earlier, we made an example out of from Al Croquet when he laid on King 10 of Hearts.
Yeah.
Was it based on mat or was it based on feeling? That's what I like to know, because sometimes the reasoning is because I just didn't feel like playing the hand because I think that he has a better hand than I did.
Yep. Yep. I've done it. You've done it. Everybody's done it.
Well, I made final table with it. Just having just the gut feeling. Craziest story that I told people that I picked up kings back to back. The first one I had to fold it because I really do believe the guy had aces. The second time, it was back to back, both big blinds and small blind. Next time I picked it up in a small blind, the other guy had aces. A different guy. I flopped the king. No, so.
Yeah, you just got to do what you think is right. You got to trust your instincts, and I think the most important thing is you got to go with your gut. If it's telling you to fold, fold. If it's telling you to raise, raise. And whatever it is, just go with it, so you don't feel that you didn't do what you wanted to do. Just like the guy with the ace jack.
They did a study on that, on your first instincts.
Is that right?
Yeah. Like you have a higher percentages of getting it right on your first instincts.
I believe that.
So sometimes in poker when I play, I act fast because I go with my first instinct.
Totally understand.
95,000.
All right, we got his name right there. His name is Ruben. I'm guessing he's a Cubs fan.
I would say he's a Cubs fan, as am I. My whole life.
How are they doing anyway? I stopped watching baseball after Sammy Sosa left, so. Oh.
Well, things have changed a little.
I heard a lot. What's going on with Arrieta?
They're all he's pitching great. It's just not pitching like he was. I mean, but I don't think anybody could pitch like he was for that long. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
I
What
heard
a great
rumor
team.
that they were trying to trade Chris Sale to the Cubs. That didn't happen. We picked up what's his name?
You
The
know
guy
that
from
the
here.
White Sox would never give the Cubs anything.
Anything, right,
that
for a
could
chance
help.
at least.
We both know better than that.
Exactly.
We both know better than that.
I don't know why there's a feud. Is it like ego or what is it? I mean, it's a Chicago sports team. You gotta, you gotta be a fan
I
of
don't
both
know.
teams.
Growing up on the south side of Chicago and being a Cubs fan, my whole life or whatever, I've taken plenty of abuse, but
You've taken plenty of abuse, right?
plenty of abuse. And frankly, there's been some pretty bad Cub teams over that time period. But I love baseball. You like baseball at all, or are you not your thing?
I stopped watching about 3-4 years ago. Yeah. Had my
I
second
played
child.
baseball in January at Randy Hundley's fantasy camp. They have the major league players are your coaches, and you get to play baseball all day long. It's a ton of fun. And you guys out there that like to play baseball, don't matter how old you are, as long as you're over 30. It doesn't matter how old you are, how good you are. If you love the game of baseball and you love to play, check out Randy Hundley's fantasy camp. Just Google it. You'll find the spot. It's a ton of fun. And you get to play with and hang with your heroes growing up, Fergie Jenkins and Ron Coomers and Billy Williams and Ryan Sandberg and you name them. They show up at the camp, and it's
legends.
Randy Hundley, of course, and it's a ton of fun. Yeah. All right, here we go. Eddie is going to fold.
Eddie starting it under the gun. You know what's another good thing about this property? They have massage girls walking around. So if you feel a little
Massage
stressed
women.
up,
Yes,
get a
they
little
do.
massage,
Yes, they do.
get your back cracked or whatever. Because you know, poker players, when they sit for too long, you know, they stiffen up and
They
stuff.
do stiffen
Yeah.
up, no question about it. I absolutely get a massage at the table when I'm in a tournament if I
I-
last that long.
I have played with Ruben before. I played him at the Horseshoe, this tournament over there. And Ruben seat 9.
Well, we joke, and even as a Cubs fan, we joke that when guys wear Cubs stuff at the poker table, so you must be used to losing. Right?
That's what they call lovable losers, right?
You must be used to losing. So, all right, so we're playing this one blind too. Let's figure out what is Jeremy could have anything.
So is Ruben.
Right. He could
So
have
is
anything.
Ruben, yep.
300,000 to call.
Oh, he's betting full pot here. If the pot is 3-7, he's betting 300k. 3-7, 300k. Wow,
I'm
this
gonna say that
soft
Ruben's on a
stuff.
spade draw.
I would not say that. Not a lot of players bet big on their draws. I mean, not this late. I'm guessing maybe ace.
Could he have
king.
ace of spades with another spade?
Sure. You could go ace jack of spades, or he could
Yeah,
go
yeah.
between that. See, now he's confused. Why is he betting 300,000 in 370k pot? If we're getting the graphics right, the pot says 670.
Right.
So it'd be great if we could. It's interesting. What
Yeah.
do you think? Very interesting.
I got to put him on the ace of spades and probably, like you said, jack, 10, somewhere in that.
Yeah.
Or not 10, right? Yeah,
Yeah, but you also want to
9.
think about.
9.
You also want to think about why is he betting 300,000 in
Just to
370k pot?
Into him.
Why would you want to end the hand if you have ace 10 there? If you have top 2, why would you want to scare off the
He
player?
may be afraid to get into a battle with him.
Battle
That's the only
with
thing I can think of, right? You don't want to battle with Jeremy. I don't
you,
think.
of course you want to battle with Jeremy if you have top 2.
I guess.
Why wouldn't you want?
I guess. Or
you
maybe
want
he's afraid of the flush.
Sure. All right, so we have a heads up report here that we're gonna be going to a dinner break, a 45-minute dinner break.
In about 23
in about
minutes.
20 minutes. Yep. So we're gonna see if we could.
Good luck.
Oh, there you go. A couple of players.
There we go.
Oh, finally pick up a hand. Queen. Hello, ladies. Oh,
And
Nicky.
the question,
oh,
what's Nick
my
gonna do
lord.
here?
It's probably gonna be a reshove. He's just a cooler, you know. You're into queen.
On the
Mr.
button.
Short stack. Yep. It's 465,000.
Can he lay this down? Is he a good enough player to lay this down? Or does he just
I
think the
don't-
guy's shoving with?
I don't think so. I don't think he could lay this down. Not. I mean, it's not. It's not for his life. I think he's just gonna reshove all in.
There you
Laid
go.
it down.
Yeah.
That's the
If
beauty
he
of
just
poker.
reads him as so strong and
You could always have a change of heart. I don't think Edward could lay this down.
Yeah.
No, it's suited. You gotta get it in there. And then he showed. Wow.
First hand I've
show.
seen you play. I mean,
Yeah.
I cannot be good in that spot. Sixes
I don't think you
cannot
should
be
show
good
there.
in that spot right there. Nice hand.
whatever. He's at the table and I'm not. But I
Right, he got away. Oh, he got away with 6s. Good news.
that was awesome. But he also knows that he limped in with ace queen. Or,
He
just
called
called
a-
with
he
ace
called
queen
a three-bet
and
raise
didn't
with ace
shove.
queen,
Yeah.
yep.
So in his mind, if he's shoving, he's really got a hand.
David's folding. Blake is folding. Jeremy's like an automatic race.
Right.
I love his game. Seriously, unpredictable. Could never put him in a hand. He plays the same way I'm assuming he plays his monsters
Yeah.
balanced as it is as he have Jack 5 off. But what I'm saying is, look at this. Like, he has a big stack. He's on a button.
Or 50,
What did I
think
tell you? Not
15
having not having
Some
credibility.
Yep.
random delay.
Play poker, Greg. Race them. That'll be fun.
The camera, yeah, there's like a chip reader or something.
Against an aggressive player, it's hard to play post flop out of position.
Yep.
Because
Like
what's
an
gonna
RFID
happen? Either
chip
if you don't hit your hand, or
You
if
don't
hit
hit it
your
on the
hand,
flop, you're in trouble.
you're
so
gonna face
expensive.
a
Those are
bet
super
against
cheap.
him anyway.
Those are like under $1 a piece. You guys are getting ripped off. Like RFID chips aren't even that expensive.
I think Greg has King 10 there. King Jack, he for sure is.
Playing.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a post flop player. I love
many people
playing
are gonna wanna
post.
buy him?
But
Well,
some players, they just like to
Put an end to it.
exactly pre-flop,
Still.
or they would build up pots.
you could produce that for like
and you're gonna have to play him out of
$10.
position against them, and it's awkward. Like,
Well, these guys, the level of poker play here is a ton of fun.
someone's getting fat.
And look at this. Oh boy, the weapons of mass destruction.
oh, Blakey Blake. Hello, aces. Oh, Ruben look like Ruben have a hand. 8-8. Okay. See, this is when aces gets in trouble. Okay, you get a flop of 8-3-2.
Yeah.
It's hard to fold aces.
Greg just looks like he wants to be in on the action. He just has that look.
Actually,
I
like a lot of people think that he's like crazy or not. But he's tight solid.
Plays smart.
Yeah, he plays solid. Okay, what do we have here? What is David? David is here. Okay, let's see his hand. Oh, David folded. Okay.
Here's the big blind. Just didn't want him to give it away real quick.
Good flop. See, this is when I get tricky right here. This is like when I check aces. Look at this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. This is like,
Yep.
look at this. This is great. The way I would play this hand is I would just smooth call, okay? Because, you know, like heart comes in a turn, you know, you draw into the nuts, put it the ace of heart. Now if he races here, he's playing his hand face up. I like the call here.
I agree.
I like the call here, and then if the heart peels on a turn, maybe a bet. Because I think once he calls here, Ruben is gonna check the turn.
Yeah, and if he raises, he's not getting a call. So unless it's just the right amount.
He calls,
Yeah.
right? Wow. See, what did I tell you? He goes check, check. Oh, wow, he locked up. He locked up an ace.
Yeah.
That's a bad card for him.
Very bad card
Yep.
for him.
I like.
Unless he
Yeah,
just doesn't-
it is a bad card for him. Yeah, very bad card. Blake, make it a 530. 530 right here. 330? Oh, 350. He's making it 350. Yeah, okay. How light is this guy calling you? Oh, he's high. Oh, Blake's gonna get paid. That's a bad card for him, the ace.
That's a really
Yeah.
bad card, but he's calling anyway.
Yep.
Yep.
Ace is full. Good hand.
I knew I didn't like the ace.
Really good hand.
He might have called. He might have called that with like sevens or
read
eights
me.
right there.
Good say you have aces
Just
before
didn't
you
want to
flip.
give up. Yeah. When you called the flop, you gotta put him on aces or kings. You know.
It's a fun
Kid
little
plays
It's
one.
also
good.
where his reputation precedes him, where people know that he could be doing
Nice
that
hand,
same
Blakey.
thing with
Thanks, Eddie.
with a smaller pair. I mean, he's aggressive. So
No.
The other two. Somebody runs something silly
Should
out.
have folded up.
What's up, guys?
Hey, we got
Kirk from Windy City Productions has joined us in the booth.
Ladies and
Welcome,
gentlemen,
sir.
and hope you're enjoying the program. We apologize for some of the audio and technical difficulties from today. The internet is not working correctly. So the earlier live stream was having issues with the audio. We fixed that. We are recording and uploading as we speak. Nice, high-def, clean, beautiful jokes by you gentlemen. Doing a great job on the microphone. And
They could be watching those high-def images on a brand new HD TV from the little guys in Mokina, Illinois.
I just recently bought a TV there, and it's been sitting because I keep forgetting to come pick it up. But I will be on my way. A nice smart TV. Got one for my parents too. Very good television. And we got Nick with Pocket Kings. He puts in 25% of his stack.
I don't think he's getting any action. Yep.
Now, Mike, this late in the tournament, you know, there's really no room for crazy bluffs like in levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, you know. So a lot of times, unless somebody wakes up with a big ace, you know, some kind of, you know, middle pocket pair like the 8s against aces earlier, you know, you're going to pretty much take down the pot.
That's it.
Agreed.
And that's okay.
Scared of having 2 outs? Yeah.
You know, a lot of times in situations like this, it would just be, you know, like you said earlier, cooler. Ace king versus queens, or pocket pair versus pocket pair, middle pair.
Your flop call is like ace king, or ace.
First time ever, Heartland Poker Tour is live streaming. We did the seniors event earlier this afternoon. Had a couple feature tables featuring Richard Roper, Ron Majors, Chicago Joe, amongst others. Players got a chance to play in a live broadcasted TV table for a $200 buy-in. And now these players who paid $300 to get in,
just to do a little dance.
more than what, 1,200 plus entries in this one. That's
yeah,
crazy.
they got in the day too, huh?
1,300.
1,300, yep.
54,000 to the winner
Up
from a
top.
$300 investment. Not too shabby. And now they're getting a chance to showcase their talents. A lot of these players, I'm sure you've seen playing around the Chicagoland area and the charity events at Windy City Poker or at the Horseshoe or here at Ameristar. And you know, now you're getting a chance to see them at a time in the tournament you most likely won't see them. You know, not necessarily saying that anybody won't make it this far in a tournament, but more or less saying that it's rare to have this experience to be able to see someone that you played with so often, and you know, see what it's like this late in the tournament. You know, different strategies to consider. And
I think the thing that's amazing is the level of play, the quality of play, the instinct, just watching them all interact with each other and kind of feel each other out.
absolutely, yeah.
They're really good players. I mean, you don't get to this level of a tournament that started with that many people. Yes, once in a while you could get lucky, but for the most part, you've played some smart tournaments.
And crazy players like myself won't ever make it this far, so it's a good way for me to see how I would want to play if I did ever get lucky to survive.
Playing along at home, I love it.
Yeah. Had a great time playing here at Ameristar East Chicago this week in the smaller buy-in tournaments. Ended up winning a seat to this $300 event, but sold it. I played a qualifier for $80. I was down to 1 ante, and I won a seat somehow. I had 5 blind all-ins, and I won every single one.
You kirked them.
I kirked them. I got them. And it was the most fun I've ever had in my life. And then played it the next night, finished 9th for double the buy-in. And now I'm here working with the HPT folks, trying to bring to you some great poker content. Never before done, and hopefully we'll do a lot of these this week from multiple events, and even the main event feature table too, as well.
We were talking earlier about how amazing the Heartland people are, how they're attentive and they take care of the players.
Absolutely.
And their focus is on making things run smoothly and not letting little things get in the way. And no matter anybody who's ever been involved in any event of this size with this many people, and there's a million moving pieces, and to be able to coordinate that and keep everything chilled and keep everybody happy, and that's what the focus is.
You had 100 plus players coming back at 12 o'clock for the restart. Everyone's got to sit down, got to show their IDs. Dealers are ready to go, got their chips. And mind you, the seniors event started 1 hour prior to that, and it sold out. Had 100 alternates. So to be able to manage, you know, something like that, the guys at the HPT, Jeremy and Corey and Ken and Dom and everybody, Jessica, you know, John, everybody, they do a phenomenal job.
They do.
And
It's killer.
before we get back to more stories, we got a all in here by Mike.
He limped with his ace queen previous. Of course, he's got a lot less chips now. So
Yeah. Ruben's right behind him with pocket threes.
and he calls. Oh no, he shoves
We got a reshove here.
to protect.
He's got a monster, yeah.
Double KO.
And
Oh,
David's
David
got queens.
Let's go. Wow.
This is the spot that you look for late in
Dream
the
about this
tournament.
one. You dream about this one.
Three-way all in. Flop is 7, deuce 6, 2 diamonds. Diamond. Queen of diamonds in David's hand, so diamond's no good for Ruben. Looks like a double knockout. That's a rare one, like a double rainbow. It doesn't happen that often.
But there's a pot of gold at the end of it for David Blackin, that's for sure.
1.6 million in chips. Heading over to David.
So it's good
Who
for
already
the
had a
goose,
pretty
it's
big
good for
Yeah. He's up to a little over 2.5 million in chips now.
Like,
What a great
for a
position.
second there.
He'll be playing that over and over again in his head.
How do you call
All
an
night
ace
long.
with queens? I don't know.
Is anybody gone from the other table?
You wake up with queens and you get pocket threes and ace jack to pretty much shove on your raise.
Like they have.
Get ace jacks, and I don't get threes.
I don't get. I don't understand.
I
threes
didn't want to
after-
say anything because I didn't want to bring him any bad luck, but that was how your heater started earlier, right? You were telling me? Ace jack versus the queens like that? I didn't want to say anything until the hand was over. I didn't want to fuck with his mojo.
Dude with threes was like, he was tilted.
Oh, yeah. He was mad after he made that call
After he
against
made-
Blake.
Yeah.
Dude, I had jack queen of spades on like 2-spade board. I turned it over.
You were going to get it off. It turned brick.
Had a little refresher on the
He
drink.
had like 8s or 9s. He was never getting away from it.
They're rebalancing the table.
7 on the river.
Over, I assume another player.
Can I buy in? Rebuy.
I heard a round of applause for somebody earlier at the senior tournament with 6 rebuys.
Wow. You know what? If you come to donate, everybody appreciates it. That's my exact attitude when I sit at the table. I'm coming with 1, if
This
not
thing, I
2,
think
maybe
is the-
3 rebuys depending on the buy-in.
This-
I want to have a little bit of fun. I want to enjoy myself.
Still about 2.5, I think.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more coverage from the Heartland Poker Tours event number 1 at East Chicago, Indiana.
Like tilty and bad, like obviously both.
Get your.
What is he? Look. Like your line there is so strong.
I picked up your headphones. They were tangled
Like
up.
the only hand, like that wasn't crushing him is Ace King.